Hey, this is Max, and welcome back to the Ronin System podcast. You said this was 20 now, right? You're right? Because the last one was 19.
Yeah.
All right, so this is 20. 20 episodes of Battle Buddies. Probably more, but this is like the actual count, like the official count.
Mislabeled.
The unofficial count, yeah, probably like
unofficial
fucking
count.
30. Back again. We just ate. Thanks, Ahmed.
A little sluggish. Appreciate it.
Little sluggish.
What did we want? We said something before while we were eating of what we were talking about.
What were we eating?
While we were eating, we wanted to talk about something. On this one.
We were talking about languages for a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Well, no, it was something specific though.
Quran, right? His
And then
fight.
Charlotte Open.
Oh yeah,
UFC.
Charlotte
UFC.
Yeah, Charlotte UFC. Did you guys watch that?
I did not.
I watched it after.
I feel like we're probably really holding this podcast down because we don't watch as much MMA as you do. He's like, we can really go places.
I don't watch soccer.
I watch
You guys
Aljamain
feel me.
versus Cejudo.
I heard about
you
that.
watch the big fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tend to watch
You'll
the
watch the
highlights.
pay-per-views.
I watch the highlights.
Because you got money to pay for them.
Nah, I legally stream them. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I just watch the highlights because I'm just
Like, oh, so
this shit's on at what time? Nah, I'm good, dog. I'm going to sleep.
The Charlotte one was really weird. It started at like 1 p.m.
When did it get done?
At like 5 or 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was done by the afternoon.
That's crazy.
So like I'm not like
I mean, when you think there's not much of a nightlife for what you would expect after a UFC event in Uptown.
I bet that's good for the fighters.
Because wasn't it at Spectrum?
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good for the fighters. I'm sure they wanted to go home and fucking
Well, they're going just back to the hotel.
party.
Yeah.
Huh?
Probably party.
Well, there's nowhere to party. I mean, in your hotel room, I guess. There's no like, we're going to meet us at the club.
No, they did.
Well, they got a bunch of
and stuff. That was
yeah. They got a bunch of like rooftop bars.
yeah.
and stuff.
What's his name? Judo Joe was talking about it tonight. Is that he? So I guess Joe, Wrestler Joe.
Yeah.
You probably met. He trains with us too, but he knew that kid. Is it something Battle? What's his
Brian
first-
Battle.
Brian Battle,
Mhm.
who trains over at Charlotte Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah.
And so Joe probably knows him because they just wrestling and nogi and stuff like that. And they're I guess they're buddies. And so he won. He fought. And he won at the UFC.
It's like a 20-second fight.
Yeah. So but they partied together at and they all
Yeah, they always have a local fighter, no?
yeah. But and Joe said Judo Joe told me he's like Joe invited him and they all went out to Encore. I don't know where that is. And then they he said he met Aljamain and
Johnny Walker, right?
Johnny Walker, and he met Chris Weidman, who lives here. But he said Aljamain, and I was like, "How big is Aljamain?" He said he's pretty small.
Well, I mean, Judo Joe said that.
Joe said Aljamain was pretty small.
I mean, they are, what, 135? What's the weight?
135.
Yeah, but Aljamain balloons the fuck up.
To 150?
No, more than that.
Really?
I think so. I think at one point he weighed like 180.
Wow.
He said he was definitely shorter than him, and he just didn't look as big as he thought he was going to be.
Did you watch the fight?
I didn't watch the Cejudo fight.
you?
No.
Did you hit Cejudo
Yeah.
Aljamain? I just saw the highlights, like I told you.
I really feel like Cejudo could have done more wrestling. Like, this boils down to, and we've talked about this several times, where dudes are like, they say you can't stand. What are you going to do? I'm going to go in there and I'm going to bang. Like, well, you're a wrestler. Why are you going to do that? And he wanted to prove that he could beat Aljamain.
I think the thing is, though, Cejudo's a small dude.
Yeah.
Right. And Aljamain's long for the weight class. So I think that was the issue. It's like trying to get on the inside on someone that's not only long, but really awkward.
Yeah.
It's
He
tough.
He still does that shit where he'll miss a shot and then he'll just stay down.
Yeah, he'll like pull.
Aljamain? Yeah.
Yeah, and he won't he'll make you risk giving him a headshot.
What I don't understand is he had neck surgery. So why would you go into the turtle position and have some dude put his shoulder into your?
If he's
did,
winning
but
the fight, man, he's
Cejudo didn't
winning the
do
fight.
it.
Huh?
So that's why I think eventually, like, if people were exposed to ONE FC, like they're gonna be like, these UFC rules are stupid, bro.
100%.
It's just so dumb.
And
Like, how is that even, like, you're gonna do that in a street? I mean, I know that's not it's a sport, right?
Oh, somebody goes into turtle, I'm kicking him in the dome. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, just look at the Demetrius Johnson fights. You guys watched that event?
Yeah.
Not the whole event.
The one where the first event in the U.S. The whole thing was bangers. Like, it was all
Really?
good. I think the most boring fight was Ty versus the big Dutch dude. Because they just sort of clinched the entire time.
Oh.
Because Ty was like pushing the pace.
Yeah.
But the Dutch De Ridder.
Yeah.
He's like the light heavyweight champ, and like Ty's like 180. So like he couldn't take him down like at all. So he was just struggling the whole time. The dude just kept backing up and just like not engaging. So that was the most boring one. But even that was like a really tense thing because like, you know, is he ever gonna get this guy down?
Yeah.
He did get him down once.
What's up with what was I gonna say? God damn it. It was running whatever you were mentioning, I don't know why. Made me think of something else. Sorry, I forgot it. I have no idea what I was.
Did you see that? So Karan had a horrible fight. He lost for obvious reasons. If you saw the fight, but he said like, he's like, oh, I got bad advice, which is why I didn't strike more. I'm like, yo, it looked like he was trying to be Hoyler from UFC 1.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna beat people with my jiu-jitsu. I'm like, no. Why?
I mean, if you watch the fight directly previous to that one,
mm-hmm.
it was like the exact same game plan, except he actually worked.
Yeah.
So like, who's he fighting? The new guy, the new Mexican dude.
Oh,
He's at the lower weights.
The champ, the guy who's the champ now.
no Jair
Of Loev. Let me look it up. I'm fucking look it up for you. What was it? UFC 288? It was 288, right? That
Yeah.
one with Kron.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Kron Gracie lost to Charles Jourdain by decision, and Kron just kept pulling guard the whole time, basically, and like not engaging, and not even throwing up submissions.
right.
And then Movsar Evloev versus Diego Lopez was almost the exact same thing, except Diego like threatened all kinds of submissions, like not just like arm bars, but like he threatened knee bars, toe holds, omoplatas. I think at one point he attempted like a calf slicer off of a failed knee bar. Like he was just constantly moving.
Going for them.
Yeah. So it's,
who won the fight?
Evloev.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's one of those Dagestani guys. So, you know, it's almost better than jiu-jitsu.
It's almost better to lose.
But yeah, I think it sucks for Kron just because, you know, he's got a lot of hype to live up to. But
He'll never.
He's never gonna reach those.
Yeah.
That
legendary status is that or whatever.
No, he's not gonna reach that. Just like homeboy that does like the ninja sweater or whatever. What's his name?
Horian?
Yeah,
Dude, fuck, that guy is not even close. I'm almost saying to you, like, well, there's a Jiu-Jitsu Twitter's got, there's a couple of accounts that I follow that post some videos, and then they'll reminisce about, it's like, dude, we got robbed with Kron. And there's some dialogue that I saw, and I was looking at some videos, and I was like, we got robbed of two people that I can think of. Actually three. In terms of their jiu-jitsu careers that MMA took.
Yeah, I feel like he became jiu-jitsu woke, not from a political standpoint, but like.
Well, we won ADCC. Right?
No, I know, but when he lost to Sergio Moraes, and it was just like he was against IBJJF rules and what they stood for, and I'm like, didn't your family like start the thing?
Yeah, so
I'm like, I don't understand why you're
someone in his family.
Like, huh?
Someone in his family.
Yeah.
They're all Gracies.
But I'm like,
well, Gracie also started UFC.
Yeah.
So my thing is, you're so against it, and now you're no longer going to be a part of it, and you feel like that'll have people steer away from it, but nobody did.
It got bigger.
Yeah.
IBJJF got bigger, but he was like, but
he did himself a disservice, right? Because your name gets out there in jiu-jitsu if you win these top tier tournaments.
He did ADCC, right? And he was really good. But like even in gi, like I wish he didn't stop.
I agree.
Because he was so good at the gi, and he was really like same type of jiu-jitsu, like really basic level jiu-jitsu, fucking people up.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's really fun to watch. To me, like sometimes the really fun jiu-jitsu to watch is the really basic level jiu-jitsu when everybody else is doing fancy shit and you're fucking them up.
That's what Hodger used to do. He'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna sub you with a cross choke from the mount."
Yeah,
Damien Maya did that
You're
too.
not gonna
Dude.
do that shit.
Damien Maya
Yeah.
do it, right?
And then he did it to like 7 people straight.
The other two, one is really obvious is Jacare.
Yeah.
We got fucking robbed with that dude, bro.
I mean,
The dogs.
he did really well in MMA too. to
He
be
did
fair.
great in MMA, and but we got, but like, and I think Dorino for the most part, he's had a good career in MMA.
Brazilian's back on the map.
He hasn't won a world title, whatever. But he's like, if you were to tell me, like, if you were to tell people, like, hey, would you take the career of Gilbert Dorino Burns going into MMA? A majority of them would take it. Majority of these fighters would take it.
I don't think he should have taken that fight so quickly.
No,
No,
I agree.
100%.
I agree.
His
But
arm
again,
fell apart right away.
Literally.
yeah, he's like another one of those
So
guys.
he came in hurt, right? Did we just?
Won a world title 2013. Was done with jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, also at that time he was competing in lightweight, right?
Yeah.
And then there'd been a Shark Tank of like lightweight grapplers.
You think about
I
it,
feel,
too.
I feel
He
like
won,
with
but he to me, he won one of the most stacked divisions of all time.
yeah, I agree. But like what I'm saying is like if you have that kind of power in your hands and you're already doing like a bit of MMA on the side, why not just like pursue the thing that you feel like is going to be more lucrative? Because no one's going
Oh,
to
I
challenge
get
him
it.
on the
He
ground.
definitely developed the power though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one's going to challenge him on the ground, and so then he can sort of that he still does it. He strikes with reckless abandon
Yeah.
Yeah.
because no one wants to go to the ground with him. Like
Right.
not even someone like Kamzat.
Yeah, I really think that he probably missed the boat a little bit with
Mm.
wrestling people on the ground. I mean, like getting people to the ground and just submitting.
Oh yeah,
them.
his wrestling's pretty atrocious.
Yeah, I'm like, why wouldn't he just get better at that?
I mean,
I don't know.
it's the same reason
That's
Damian
why,
Maya did it the whole time, and he still sucked at wrestling.
He would eventually.
subbing.
He would eventually get people down,
Yeah.
but then as soon as he faced anyone that was at least competent in wrestling, it was kind of
Yeah.
over.
I mean, Dorino beat him actually. I think.
He knocked him out.
Yeah.
He had him in trouble though. Damian Maya took his back and almost lunked him in a choke.
But Dorino, like, it's really weird because if I was saying like if they were in a real jiu-jitsu match, I feel like Dorino would win.
Yeah, I mean,
Like a straight grappling match.
Gi?
Gi, I don't
Gi
think
and even Nogi. I
You
mean,
think- you
Gi's,
think Gi?
I mean, you can't. Dorino's won multiple world titles on Nogi.
Yeah.
You know,
I was gonna say I think Dorino wins Gi and Damian Maya wins or Dorino wins no Gi and Damian Maya wins Gi.
you think so?
Yeah, but I think it'd be close.
Yeah, I mean, it's
They're
I
not
feel
the
like
same weight though, or age.
No, they're,
no.
they're
I
definitely
mean,
not the same
Maya's
age.
probably
Damian
like
Maya's like 40 something.
some, yeah.
Mhm.
But Maya's one of those motherfuckers who's still like you'll see him still like grapple with.
He still could probably get pretty far right now.
Yeah. Well, did you see the last year they did the 5-man duels in jiu-jitsu in Brazil, and they would do different countries, but they're Brazilians against Americans.
Oh, like quintet?
Yeah, it's like a quintet, but it was
Didn't you go against
Who?
Didn't you go against Benson Henderson?
Ben Henderson.
Yeah.
Just absolutely wrecked him. Just wrecked him, dude.
Where's
It was-
he been?
Benson Henderson?
Yeah.
He just retired.
He's just retired.
Yeah.
He got decisioned by Usman Nurmagomedov,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's like, "All right, I'm done."
The little Khabib.
Yeah.
It's actually he is little Khabib, like he's Khabib's little brother.
No, he's Khabib's
that-
cousin.
Usman?
Yeah.
Who's the younger one?
So I don't think Khabib's brothers compete, but his two cousins, Usman and Umar.
Umar.
He's the smaller one, but he is older than Usman.
Hmm.
Khabib's the oldest. Khabib's in his 30s. Everyone else
Yeah.
is in their 20s. I think Islam just hit 30.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Usman is the lightweight champion in Bellator. And then Umar's in the bantamweight division of the UFC. Like top 15.
Has he lost?
I don't think so.
Who's Chimaev fighting next?
No one.
He's a weird dude. He's a weird dude.
I thought he had a fight set up. No,
No.
nobody wants to fight him.
I don't think so.
He just hasn't been, nothing's been going on. I don't know why they're shelving him.
Yeah.
He also has a hard time. He's kind of one of those guys in talking to weight classes is probably in between.
Yeah, man, I think it's a discipline thing.
You think he should make 170?
He could definitely make 170.
He's made it,
Yeah, he's made it.
but he's also
He's
struggling.
only missed it once. and like that once.
He's a
was,
big
like, almost
motherfucker, bro.
Honestly, a shit show. Dude, when you look at the welterweights now, a lot of them are fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like huge. Like Leon Edwards is big, Shavkat's big, Kamzat's big,
Usman's good.
Guzman's fairly like wide. Then there's Neil Magny's always been big. I mean, he's tall. There's a bunch of like newer guys coming up, like Michel Pereira. That dude's huge. No way he makes like 170. It's crazy. Michael Chiesa's big. Kevin Holland's big. They're all big, dude.
Who's the next? Is it Chandler Gaethje? Right, that's coming up.
Nah, Dustin.
Oh,
Dustin Poirier Gaethje. I actually just pulled it up.
Who's
Did
winning
you see that card?
Yeah, that card's stacked.
Stacked as fuck.
Poirier.
Huh?
You think he still got the hands?
You think who wins?
He thinks Poirier is gonna win.
I think so. I mean, it's in Salt Lake, so the elevation is probably going to be a huge factor.
Yeah.
Because Dustin trains
In Colorado,
at
right?
sea level, and Justin Gaethje trains he trains in Colorado.
Yeah.
So it's like almost the same for him. So I think in terms of it really evens out the cardio like difference. So I think there's a big problem there. It's a lot. It's
How long would you have to stay there to acclimatize like this for it not
months.
to? Huh?
I would imagine months. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because Leon Edwards, when he fought Usman, he flew out to Salt Lake like 2 or 3 weeks in advance, but then he also trained at elevation in London using like an elevation tent.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
Which
Didn't
is
make a
weird
difference.
because when you're climbing a mountain, it takes like a day or two to climb for your blood. And
Yeah,
everything
but
to
you're
acclimatize.
going at a steady, consistent pace, right?
Yeah.
You're not sprinting up that mountain.
Yeah.
You know, like this is like 15, 25 minutes of just like hard action.
Yeah. You're flying in 3 days prior.
Hard action, bro.
Yeah, the whole card's stacked. I think there's not a lot of jiu-jitsu. It's almost all strikers. Michael Chiesa versus Kevin Holland. Derek Lewis versus Marcos de Lima.
My balls is out.
Stephen Thompson, Michelle Pereira. That's probably not going to go to the
Talk
ground ball.
about the heavyweight that beat
Jailton?
Yeah, the one that just won.
Jailton. Yeah, Jailton Ameda.
You think he's got good jiu-jitsu, huh? I suppose he does, right?
Yeah. He's got really good jiu-jitsu.
He's undefeated?
Especially for a heavyweight. No, he's lost once before.
I saw Pereira's signed up for another fight
Yeah, and those on the same card.
on that same card.
Yeah, he's
To
fighting
that- to that one guy.
Jan
Jan Blachowicz.
Blakovic.
Blachowicz?
Blakovic. Yeah.
When is that?
Half black, half Polish.
When's that card?
July 28th.
That's definitely too soon after getting lights out.
It's one weight class up too. It's at 205.
Right, so dudes is hitting heavier, hitting harder. No?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's definitely a wild card fight.
Does
too.
it seem like Pereira, like when he fights, his head's up the entire time?
Oh, he's got terrible fundamentals.
Yeah, he looks like he's like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, what? I mean, I'm not an expert, but I'm just like,
No,
like, tuck your chin maybe a little bit.
No,
Like,
yeah, he's got terrible fundamentals.
He's got to learn something from
But
young
when
kids.
you have that kind of power,
Yeah.
one touch and you're out, like your opponent's out. I feel like it's something that he's just been doing his whole career and it's worked for him so far.
mm,
What's funny is Izzy caught him with the same exact combination that almost knocked him out in the first fight.
Yeah, but the belt, right, is what saved him?
Yeah, the bell is what saved him. It's the exact same combination.
Literally, if there was 10 seconds more on the clock, Homeboy would have been out. They probably wouldn't even had a second fight.
they're going to have a third. I mean, which is really technically a fifth or whatever.
I think they're gonna have it at light heavyweight. If Alex wins against Jan and then
They'll
wins
go
the
up.
belt, then Izzy's for sure going up. He'll definitely lose because it's 20 pounds heavier,
Yeah.
and the dude's not gonna be cutting that much weight.
Yeah.
Like I think Izzy walks around like 210, and then like Alex walks around like fucking 250. He's like gigantic.
And why wouldn't you do it if you're Izzy? Because you're like, you said they'll keep your 185 belt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll also be 1 in 5 against this dude.
Yeah. Is John Jones already signed up for another fight?
Apparently, he's fighting Stipe,
Stipe.
which I think is stupid
He's going to beat Stipe.
for sure.
Stipe talking a lot of trash, though.
All right, so Jailton, Jesus, Almeida Jr.
How is his
Always had the Lord with
Because
you.
Portuguese, they pronounce the J, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jesus. Is it Jesus?
Uh,
Would it be Jesus?
Jesus.
Jesus?
Jesus.
Jesus?
Yeah, Jesus.
Jailson Jesus.
What's his record?
19-2.
It's a pretty good record.
Oh, this is the crazy thing. Someone brought it up. 19 wins, 2 losses. 20 of those 21 fights all were finishes. He's only had 1 decision loss. So he's got 17 knockout wins, 1 knockout loss, and 12 submission wins. No submission losses, no decision wins, and 1 decision loss. Hasn't lost since 2018.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Wow.
What's he walk around at?
Like 230, 220.
It's pretty small.
Yeah. I mean, he's supposed to be a light heavyweight. He just doesn't want to cut weight anymore, I guess. He fought at welterweight.
Hoo-hoo.
Oh, he's like Anthony Rumble.
Yeah, he's
R.I.P.
yeah.
Who's the guy that chugs beer out of a shoe after he wins?
Tai Tuivasa.
Yeah. He just lost, though, didn't he?
He got fucking steamrolled.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch that fight? The
Celebrate.
fight lasted about a minute, but the amount of damage he took on his face looked like he had been in like a 2-hour war.
Really? Who do you
Yeah.
fight?
Sergey Pavlovich, the white Ngannou.
I mean, he's huge, right? The guy's like D'd up.
He's just imagine Ngannou but white.
Mm-hmm.
Big ass.
I can't turn the computer around, so I gotta pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, I need to see a picture.
The
of
guy
this
is
one.
huge.
I guess the only person to beat Sergey is Overeem.
Ubereem?
Oh, really?
Which
Yeah.
one? Ubereem?
No,
Speaking of Ubereem,
Mhm.
how come we haven't talked about
Just perked up.
yeah
such.
yeah because I like steroids with big heavyweights. How come we haven't talked about Fabricio Uberverdum?
Holy
Uber-
Christ.
What?
That dude's got gills like a fish now.
Bro,
Like,
that guy is shredded.
Shred City.
Yo, he's on that giz ass
He
dog.
literally could be in a bodybuilding show and place. He might not win, but he
Yeah.
can place.
Yeah, he's a
He could
big boy now, shredded
Oh, yeah.
on that trend.
He jumps into a pool, he's sinking to the bottom.
yeah,
so that's Sergey on the left,
Oh, yeah.
he's a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
and then that's the facial amount of the amount of facial damage he
That
took
dude just-
within like a 40-second fight.
So, have you seen who I'm talking about?
Drinking beer out of a straw now.
Have you seen Fabricio Verdum steroided out right now?
No,
Oh, man. He's like, just enjoying life here, Copacabana. you know?
Yeah, having a good time.
Sure.
Dude.
Some strong acai, bro.
Yeah,
let me go on this dude's Instagram.
Fabricio Verdum.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't look that big.
I mean, have you when's the last time you looked at his line straight?
Yeah, compared to what he has been.
Yeah,
like,
okay, yeah. Compared to where he, yeah.
when he
okay.
beat Fedor, he was like, you couldn't even see his abs.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he was a real heavyweight, all right.
I mean, he might be lighter now.
Now he's a movie heavyweight.
I
I would imagine he's lighter. Packed it in a little more.
I just like saying Fabricio Uberdum.
Uber Doom.
Overeem's retired now, right?
No, he's still fighting.
Fucking guy doesn't know when to quit. Him. Some of these guys just don't know when to
Call it.
yeah, just CTE out the. Does Nate Diaz have CTE?
Yeah,
Dude,
probably, yeah.
he's probably had it when he was like fucking 12.
Yeah.
You know he's fighting Jake Paul.
Yeah. And you see there's a marijuana clause.
What?
No.
Why?
Stay off the weed. I don't know. It's part of the contract. I think that's like how he thinks he's gonna get a hand up.
Did you see the journalist that was interviewing him, fake journalist or whatever, that was from that media company that's
Oh,
owned
yeah.
by
Did he
Jake
slap him or
Paul?
something?
No, he
Oh.
was like, "Hey, I just wanted." to
Oh, he's like, I can take your brother right now.
Yeah,
right?
I was like, I think you're great. I mean, all respect to you, but your brother's a bitch, and I'd fuck him up right now. And then he's like, "What? What's your name?" Like he's like, "My name is."
Apparently, his manager or whatever was like,
Jake Paul was right there, and Jake Paul, who owns the company that he's He's like, "Hey man, shut up! Don't say anymore. Like, stop talking or whatever." And then he's like, "Okay." And then the next day he put out an apology video, and at the end of the apology video, he's like, "But for real, I'll fuck your ass up." Dude. I was like, "Dude, this is Nick Diaz,
Idiot."
Randomly.
Like Nick Diaz will beat you up in his sleep, probably.
It seems stupid that he's taking that fight.
What, Nate?
Money. I mean, he's retired from the UFC.
Yeah.
But
like-
these Paul brothers Jake Paul just makes money off of beating retired UFC fighter or washed up UFC guys.
He did beat your boy. I know you ain't want to bring it up, but
Tyron.
He did.
He legitimately beat Anderson Silva too. Like legitimately. Anderson Silva's not a bad boxer.
yeah.
He beat
But then Tommy Fury came out and just didn't knock him out. Got the decision.
He beat
It was a close fight, wasn't
he beat
Yeah.
Ben Askren's ass.
Yeah.
it? Yeah, twice.
Twice?
Wait,
No,
was it twice?
once.
Tyron twice.
Tyron
Tyron was
twice.
twice. But the second time was the knockout.
This is the one where he just slept him. He became a meme. Embarrassed the entire state of Missouri.
The interesting part, though, is so his brother has fought. So Jake has fought 4 times in boxing, maybe 5 times.
More than that.
But he hasn't made the amount of money that his brother did fighting Mayweather.
Yeah, it's because it's freaking Mayweather.
Yeah. Money Mayweather.
Wait, Logan fought Mayweather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you been,
I thought they were all the same.
bro?
I just thought Logan was the guy who did WWE or whatever.
He is.
But he also did a boxing match?
Yeah, he did one. Both of the brothers were doing boxing at one point.
I can't tell the difference between the
Yeah.
two, to be honest with you.
And he's like, yo, I almost had, like, you slow-mo almost anything. Like, if you slow-mo jiu-jitsu, right, you're like, I almost had that sweep. Look, you see how he, like, put his hand down?
Almost got that
I
heel
almost
hook.
had. But if you don't see the whole video in, like, actual speed, you're like, dude, you never had it. So they slow-mo this one portion where, he connects, like, at the top of Mayweather's head. As Mayweather's coming down, he's like, you see, I wobbled him right there. Could have knocked him out. Get out of here, bro.
I mean, to be fair, he probably could have knocked him out if he landed right.
If he landed, but you're not landing anything. Well, almost anything on Mayweather.
Yeah, I feel like I would have been really disappointed in like Mayweather's legacy and mystique if he would have even if it would have been somewhat controversial. Or
I mean, he Logan also had 50 pounds on him.
Yeah.
I feel like Mayweather is one of those guys that he's really underrated in terms of his legacy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree. He got robbed of a what you call it? Of a gold medal.
He got robbed of a gold medal, but because his fights he was so defensive, and the people, if you're just watching it for knockouts, you aren't going to get it. He may wear his opponents down, but he gets so overlooked by
So they say the objective of boxing is not to get hit. Obviously, it's not to get hit.
and hit.
Right. So
He would hit, but he would not get hit first.
Yeah.
He's doing everything.
I personally enjoyed it. I
I
would
think
enjoy
one
the
thing
technique.
is also he picked his opponents really well, which a lot of people can think.
Right, making the match like when he fought
'Cause,
Canelo.
he fought Canelo when Canelo was really green.
Yeah.
And he fought Pacquiao when Pacquiao was really
Older.
old.
And then,
Yeah, but he also fought some dudes early on. That were
Yeah, he fought some. But that's
early
what I'm
on,
saying.
he was fucking.
The biggest fights is the ones that he's picking and choosing who he wants to fight.
I think people were overlooking some of the guys he fought early on.
Yeah.
That were just like him, that were up and coming, and he beat them to it. Like Zab Judah. What's his name? Who's the fucking Dominican Puerto Rican guy, whatever his name?
Tito Trinidad?
No, Morales.
Oh.
Not Morales. I forget his name.
Victor Ortiz?
No, it was the one where he actually fucked him up and knocked him out. And then Sugar Shane. Sugar Shane almost fucking killed him.
Yeah.
And he
He held on to that hand,
Floyd
right?
Mayweather got back. But he beat Sugar Shane. Sugar Shane Mosley is a good fucking fighter.
Fast.
Bro. Yeah. People talking shit. That guy's a fucking man.
But couldn't beat Mayweather.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna look for Hispanic names. He's fought only Hispanic people.
What? Catino, maybe? I don't remember. It was
the Puerto Rican dude?
Puerto Rican. Maybe it's Puerto Rican.
He fought
from
De La
New York.
Hoya.
He's from
Yeah.
Bronx or whatever.
Juan.
one.
Marquez, right?
No.
He did.
No, not Marquez.
No, it was.
Let me see.
He's
bald.
tall.
He's bald.
He's tall too. He was a tall. Let me look at the names.
But you got a supercomputer right here too.
I know, but my computer's on.
I didn't know he fought De La Hoya.
Oh yeah, that was when he was wearing pantyhose and whatever.
Early on. Jose Luis Castillo.
The most Hispanic name on the list.
He fought him twice. Beat his ass.
I watched the most recent.
And Diego Corrales too. He fought Diego Corrales.
I watched the most recent.
Yeah, he fought like 50 people.
Dude, he's fucking good fighters.
The most recent Canelo fight didn't knock him out. Went to decision. I'm like, dude, what? And he wants to fight the guy that beat him previously. I forgot what his name is.
What's up with Mexico?
Bivol?
Yeah,
You're talking about the big dude, right?
So he beat Canelo, and Canelo said, "That's the fight I want again." And he just decisioned some other guy recently, last month or this month. I'm like, come on.
Let me see Canelo.
Why does Canelo get shit on by Mexicans?
John Ryder.
Similar to being like, of the beige clan.
Oh, because he's lighter skinned.
Yeah, the
Or
man's
not-
white.
Yeah, but is it because I've heard it's because like Jorge don't like him because he says he picks and chooses his matches, his fights
Who?
more.
Canelo?
Canelo.
I would too. Now,
I mean, but dude, he was like, I was like, he fought Floyd Mayweather in his prime. He's like, yeah, but he didn't beat him. I was like, bro, that's fucking Floyd Mayweather.
this is my thing. Is like everybody is prideful and says like you got to take on the next up and coming dude. I'm like, yo, but I have more to lose than they do. How about you get your name up there and then we fight? I mean, that's literally how it should be. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm the up and coming. Like I beat 3 dudes and I'm like, I knocked them all 3 out. Like I should have the next title shot. No,
Does he come from money?
that I don't know.
Let me see.
He got dough now.
Like definitely got doing now, but
He might come from money.
he definitely was talking shit.
He
about
was
Messi.
born in
Fucking-
Guadalajara.
Guadalajara's could be like
Hit or miss.
hit or miss. I mean, it ain't Juarez.
Hey.
It says he grew up in his family home of Juanacatlan, Jalisco.
No money.
Grew up on a farm,
Oh,
horseback riding.
What, did they own the farm?
Yeah, family farm.
Oh, they got money then.
Youngest of 8 kids.
yeah. I mean,
All
Pull-out
of
game
them.
week?
All of them are professional boxers.
Oh, dang.
okay, then
They got money, bro.
if all the kids are boxers,
Yeah. Come on.
So the
Somebody
brothers
make money.
are all welterweights. It's Ramon, Ricardo, and the champion Rigoberto.
I bet you he's the black sheep, although he's white or whiter.
He's the only one that doesn't have an R name.
Yeah. Because they were like, man, you lighter than everybody else. You soft. So he's got to.
I think he needs more respect from the Mexicans
I ain't going to get it.
because he's just too light skinned. I wonder if his family's light skinned.
They call him Jicama con Chile.
See? Told you.
What's that mean?
I have no idea.
Jicama with chili flakes. Popular snack in Mexico.
Because he's got red hair, bro. And now he's got that like back neck
Yeah,
tattoo.
if you just showed his face to the average person, they would
You're like,
not
"Oh,
think
he's
he's
Irish guy."
Mexican. Yeah.
They'd be like, this dude.
I mean, compared to like Brandon Moreno, who's also like a light skinned
Yeah.
Mexican.
you're like,
you
is
show him
it-
like, oh,
is
he's probably
this
Hispanic or something.
gentleman Mexican or Irish?
Yeah. I mean, just like if we showed your picture to a random Arab, they'd be like, "Oh, look at this black guy."
Fucking
I
hilarious.
see Lomachenko's gonna fight soon.
I thought he was still in the war.
He's gonna fight Devin Haney, I believe.
Taking dance classes?
Probably. That guy's fast.
Yeah.
Lomachenko
Yeah, Devin Haney. And
That's gonna be a
the
good fight.
20th. So that's tomorrow.
for titles, no?
WBA, WBC, IBF, and
Give me all the
WBO.
belts.
And the ring. So five different titles.
I'll tell you one thing, man.
So if he beats him, he gets all the titles.
That's another thing about boxing, man.
Yeah.
Not just the weight classes, but there's oversaturation of belts.
Yeah,
And the fact that you can cross between promotions
yeah.
doesn't make sense. Just make one promotion. 1 or 2 promotions. Like,
What were you gonna say?
just make it easy.
I was thinking about being fast. I'm like, man, sometimes when you're thinking about like, the more helpless I feel in jiu-jitsu is when I go against somebody really, really fast.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, all right, my brain is definitely faster than my body.
Yeah.
I'm like, right now, if I push this knee down, I jump over and I slide, boom, I'm getting a pass for it. I'm in the guard. Son of a.
But like people, when they're like, "What the fuck? Where'd this guy go?" And I'm just like, "No, man."
I like the wrestling sit through when you're in Turtle and like they have an arm over and you just like sit through. They're just like, what happened? 'Cause when they're like kissing the mat, they're like, what happened?
What happened?
Did you wrestle in high school? No.
No, you're a fool.
That's one thing, man. If I
Speed kills.
if I could add one attribute to myself or like boost one attribute to myself, I would definitely boost speed. Like my reaction, like speed overall, like agility,
Not-
reaction
not-
time, faster
muscle.
movements. Yeah.
I think I would do intelligence.
Why?
Nah.
You can already do that now.
No.
Just read some books.
Yeah.
Bro, this motherfucker just ain't even Lord of the Rings, bro. It's like,
I didn't say that's,
You had
that's
to
why I
ask-
picked
you had
speed.
to
That's why I
ask-
picked speed though.
yeah, he had to ask Edgar how to fucking pronounce a goddamn steroid.
That's
why I picked speed, man. I don't care about. I don't need no intelligence.
I don't need no books.
I don't need no books. I don't need a speed read.
But yeah, man, I would pick speed for sure. 'Cause if I'm faster than someone, I feel like I could easily beat them.
Yeah, I
But
think
easy.
speed.
But I'd
I
have
think
better time.
I think in any fucking sport,
Yeah.
in any sport, speed kills
Yeah.
more so than anything else. Like, you would rather have somebody fast than anything else.
Yeah, and I feel like it's also the hardest thing to actually improve.
Yeah, you
'Cause,
just
like,
have
if
it
you,
out.
you know, if you want to get better, more technical, just drill more efficiently. If you want to get stronger, just do some strength training.
Think
You
of
can't
one
get faster.
think of any sport that just speed doesn't kill.
Golf.
You got the fucking club speed. If you can swing the fucking club faster than anybody else,
No, you got to hit. You got to be able to make contact.
for sure, you have to have the
Okay.
coordination. But I'm saying, like, if you
Yeah.
have think of bat speed on ball.
Mm.
Like, if you have quicker wrists
Yeah.
than other, but even baseball's another thing. Like, if you're just fast, you're gonna fucking kill people.
Oh, both from a pitching or hitting
Yeah,
standpoint.
and from running bases, playing defense, everything.
Mhm.
Uh,
Did you see that dude? Caught I don't know what his name is or what team he was on. Caught it at second base, put the ball in his hand, and just like threw it up in the air. Caught it again, threw it to first base and got the dude out. Like literally, all that took like 7 seconds, but those are like 7 precious seconds. But he still got it there with time, like 3 steps before the guy stepped on the bag. And
Then he
just
got
like,
shit on by the media.
oh yeah, the media.
I was like, he's having fun. Get the fuck out of here.
Speed, bro.
But it's like you can throw hard.
yeah.
you
That's
know?
like remember once I think Puig used to play like out left or something like that. Some dude hit it out there, ran the bases, was coming down third, and he just launched it from all the way out there. Got it to home, out. I'm like, what?
Yeah. The
He fell off big time. The roids, I guess.
yeah, the definitely was. But like, think of anything else. Like, if you're in fighting, like the reason Anderson Silva was so good compared to everybody else. I mean, yeah, he had skills.
Yeah.
There's not a doubt about it. But he was faster and anticipated better than anybody else.
Yeah.
Anticipated because he was just smarter and he was able to. He had the experience, but like his hands were fucking
Faster
fast,
muscle,
bro.
yeah. Same thing
His
with
hands
head
were
movement too.
fast.
BJ Penn too.
Head movement, yeah.
BJ Penn's the reason GSP changed his whole style.
You think we got robbed when you were talking about people we got robbed of? Granted, you were talking about jiu-jitsu.
No, 100% BJ. If BJ
Penn-
stayed in
that's what I was
jiu-jitsu.
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
But he did it so early that there wasn't a lot of traction for it. So
Yeah.
I feel like he would have gone under the radar.
He was going with a lot of other guys in jiu-jitsu who were going MMA, and but he just made a name for himself pretty quickly. But like back then, a lot of dudes just switched over to MMA. A lot.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
that was the
that's
fast
when
money.
Jacare and Damian Maya switched over too.
That was the fast money. That's where like you could either get a bunch of sponsorships, do a jiu-jitsu
I think
tournament,
Jagger
and then do seminars, or one MMA fight, pay for your training camp, and you get a
I mean, they
extra-
didn't make that much money in the beginning, in the early
right.
stages.
I mean, like 10 grand, 15 grand, something like
yeah,
that. They weren't-
I feel like it was more of the prestige. You
for
know?
MMA.
Yeah, for MMA,
Yeah.
especially because like UFC was like the starting to be a big thing. There was Pride,
Yeah,
you know.
and MMA in Brazil was just like
Yeah,
there was
Fair
back
enough.
then there was still this thing about but there was a thing about like Brazilian jiu-jitsu being the dominant fucking thing in MMA at the time. Wrestling still hadn't taken over, and then now like everything's pieced together.
And then
but
every
even
4 years,
it was for a while. It was like one dominant art was taking, and that was the time when like jiu-jitsu was just dominating everything, and then eventually it went to wrestling, and then it went to whatever Muay Thai, and now it's all pieced together. But like I think back then, a lot of those guys, it was like a pride thing for them to be able to say, my fucking jiu-jitsu translated to MMA, and I was beating people's asses.
Yep.
it's either a gi or a soccer ball, my guy.
I think one thing that would have changed the course of history is if a judoka did the original UFCs.
He would have beat Hoyler.
Like just one judo guy.
Would have beat Hoyler, you think?
He would have been Hoist's ass.
You beat Hoist for sure.
Hoist.
Yeah.
For sure. Because, like, if you think about it, at that time, it was like 93, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jiu-Jitsu wasn't that evolved. They didn't have, like, like leg entries. They didn't have, like, all this other crazy
Although
stuff.
you
It
talk
was literally
to one of
just,
these
like,
older, we had the 50-50.
yeah, it was just pull guard, hit the arm bars.
Berimbolo is called De La Hiva.
Yeah, but, like, you put a judo guy in there, he's going to understand the grips. He's going to understand
yeah.
submissions, and he's going to avoid them.
So when are you going to get active on Twitter?
Man, I don't want to do it.
You do need to. I'll tell you
Why?
why. Because there's funny quips, right? There's funny like little
Yeah, get it
retorts
from Reddit.
Right? No, Reddit. You have to sift through some shit, dude. Fucking Twitter just gets it to you.
Ahmed will introduce you to Black Twitter.
I will introduce you.
There's a subreddit called Black Twitter.
But there's an account that's a jiu-jitsu guy, the account that I follow, this guy who does jiu-jitsu, and I don't know, he's under Unity, but he finds these videos of he'll just randomly get into this mode of like, he'll change his Twitter name and it'll be like, Leandro Lowe Stan account, and it's just fucking videos of Leandro Lowe, and then it'll be like this motherfucker was not gonna like lose this fight if it was like if it would die, and then for whatever reason, I think I told you about this. He spent a whole week being Herbert Santos Stan account, and he was posting Herbert Santos videos of him just driving dudes into their heads into the mat, dude. Just like
With the snap down?
yeah, remember what he did to Muhammad Ali? We talked about this,
Yeah.
right?
He literally kissed the concrete under the mat.
We were there.
Just
Bam! We were there, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
And Muhammad Ali's a big dude. Like,
big motherfucker.
He's bigger than Herbert.
He
Was.
Yeah, like, and then he was like, fucking, like going into 50 backside, fucking nailing knee bars on people, and I'm like,
But see, that's a guy who's fast, but couldn't put it together.
he's also psycho.
That's what I'm saying.
He's crazy, dude. He's
But
a
like,
crazy
that's the
dude.
shit you're
He's
missing
always
out
been a
on.
crazy
You see,
dude.
he just had surgery on his elbow, and they were just nothing but bone pieces. Like,
He's always been a crazy dude.
yeah,
He's insane.
got like an AK tattooed on his chest.
But there's like a post, somebody was posting, like, you see a lot of new people that are do jiu-jitsu. Like, the funny thing is, you were talking about it the other day about Marcelo Garcia, and I made like a comment about Marcelo Garcia. These people don't know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Granted. And you know what I realized the other day? Like, people on Twitter were like, some of this guy was posting a video of Marcelo Garcia beating the shit out of some dudes in Worlds in Gi. Right? And like, these people were like, "Oh, that guy's pretty good." I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, wait, you don't even know this? Like, it's funny interactions. You're just like, yeah, that's because they're newer.
Yeah.
They just don't know. They're blue
Yeah.
belts.
Next Friday, you should be like, all right, I'm going to say a couple names. Raise your hand if you know them.
I will.
Just 4 or 3 or 4, right? Like, don't even do like, oh, these 10 dudes or whatever.
Yeah. Have you heard of? Do
And
you know
then,
who Marcelo Garcia is?
I'm like, don't raise your hand because the homeboy next
No,
to
you
you raised his hand.
you gotta layer it though, right? You gotta do like Marcelo Garcia, who's probably like one of the bigger names, right? And then you gotta say like Comprito, someone
Because ain't
smaller.
nobody no Comprito, dog.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you gotta like
Or use
maybe-
Jacare's legit name.
maybe add someone in, yeah, and all those. You gotta add people in there, like maybe like Hoffa or Gui, like Guy or something.
I will say Marcelo.
Nobody's getting terere. Nobody.
Nobody's gonna-
Nobody.
Old school guys will get them for
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Dude, that same today, somebody was posted a video of him on Twitter. I was like, dude, it was like, you showed it to me, and it was like, fucking hip movement was just out of this
Ridiculous.
world. Like, he was not getting swept.
He was like the original, like what's it called, Bosu ball, Swiss ball.
Yeah.
He was the original Swiss ball guy.
Is the name Shanji male or female? Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Not- You gotta bring up a really old name like Margarita or something.
Oh yeah, margarita
It's like the drink.
or Theodoro Big Mac. Yeah.
Theodoro Big. That was.
Dude, if you bring up new names too, I think people will be less likely to know them.
You don't think they know Eric Moniz?
No.
I think they know the Nogi guys.
Oh, the Nogi
Yeah.
guys. Yeah, I'm sure.
I feel like they would know like the big names like Ty. They would know like
Mikey.
obviously Gordon, Craig.
They know guys with
Mikey, yeah,
social
Mikey.
media presence, but do they know like
There's nobody's gonna know Tannen.
they know Tannen Jopper?
Jopper?
Yeah, they know.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that they probably know Tannen. He's just so. I'll maybe I'll mention a name. I'll
All right,
say,
say Baby Shark and see if they know his actual name.
If they start singing, then you know they don't know.
I will. I'll. That'd be pretty funny. I wonder if they know Eric Moniz. I'm like,
Of the dudes that came to train, I haven't seen Italo on the podium,
no, he's not gonna.
and he was the stronger one of all of them.
He was really good, dude. It's really hard. I think
Yeah.
it's like
No, I'm not. Yeah.
at the window. Like, remember when Gilson come in here and you're like, man, this motherfucker's fucking people up.
Bro.
The
You could see
closest-
you could see the muscle fibers in his fucking abs.
the motherfucker.
Justin Nunes.
Hey,
Yeah.
that motherfucker almost beat.
Wait, Janilson or
yeah,
Gilson?
Gilson.
Not the guy who moved to Florida.
Gilson, the guy who
Oh.
the guy who married twice and
Yeah.
Cowboy.
Yeah.
he almost beat Cabrinha in the quarterfinals. And that was the closest he got.
Plus,
That's
He
the
almost
closest.
he almost beat he did beat one of the Meow brothers, right?
Yeah, he beat
Yeah.
the Meow brothers.
Yeah.
But
I think
mean,
that's what launched him.
But he never. But I'm saying is he never at Worlds. You like to. That's what I'm saying. Is like people talking about ACC titles and this and this and this. It's prestigious. It's big.
but we all know that one guy that swept Buchecha.
Yeah, yeah. But we all know, like them Brazilians, they fucking the thing they covet is that fucking
World title.
is that gi world title.
It's also the one thing JT Torres does not have.
Correct.
Yeah,
I remember
it's
one
the
year
one thing.
he,
It's the one thing that Kron Gracie don't
he
have.
plowed through everybody and had Lucas Lepre at the top. Just got
You ain't gonna beat
wrecked.
Lucas, dog. You just ain't gonna
But
beat
Lucas
him.
ain't competing anymore.
No,
No, he's done.
retired.
You know, he's like 37, 38. You know,
He's fat now.
he didn't have to do shit.
Nah.
He had a long-standing rivalry with JT though,
Yeah.
Yeah,
across everything.
JT beat him in Nogi, right?
he
Oh,
beat him.
JT beat him at ADCC, didn't he?
He beat him in Nogi.
Yeah. And then Davi.
Davi Hamos.
But
Right.
JT eventually JT's won at ADCC too though.
Right.
Twice.
That's prestige. So
That's a different
Brazilians
kind of
covet
prestige,
Both of
though.
those. They covet the gi worlds and an ADCC title.
I think that more often. I think the majority of them will tell you that they want an ADC. The number one is the world title.
Mundials, yeah.
If you win a Mundials, that is the big deal. It's still not there yet. I'm just telling you. It's just like because
What's not there? Like something that'll surpass it?
meaning like I think that the money is very like compelling to them
Yeah.
because they care about the money, but in terms of their level of jujitsu,
Yeah.
it's to them. I think it's about the gi. Like
I,
Mateus Deniz was like he won an ADCC world title, right? Doing a lot of no gi. That guy does a lot of no gi.
yeah.
And you interviewed him after he won it, and he's like, "Is this the biggest thing? Is this the goal of your biggest accomplishment?" It's like, "Yeah, but it's not a gi world title.
Yeah.
It's just not a gi world title. That's a big deal.
Did Denise win?
He never won gi.
Didn't win.
He's
gi?
never won gi. He's took second, but he's never won gi.
That's what I was thinking. I remember seeing his name on the podium.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like the heavier you go, though, it's a little less relevant.
you think so?
Yeah. I don't think Buchecha cares anymore.
I mean, he's won both though.
He's got several.
Has he won ADCC?
He's won ADCC. He's won.
That must have
ADCC.
been a long ass time ago. Oh wait, that's the year he beat Gordon Ryan, right?
He beat so fought Gordon Ryan once and he lost to him. You know who beat Gordon Ryan? Leandro Lowe beat Gordon Ryan.
Oh yeah, Leandro.
He beat Leandro Lowe beat Gordon Ryan. Don't forget, don't sleep. I know that because I watch Twitter. No, I watched that match. No, he won it the year Cyborg won Absolute. So he beat Cyborg in the finals of weight, but Cyborg beat him in
Of 100K, right?
it was
100 kg.
100, whatever, 99. What's the
99
biggest?
kilos.
The plus 99 plus over.
Yeah, 99 plus 100.
So yeah, just Cyborg won the absolute,
and then he lost to
won,
Galval.
but he lost to Galval the next year.
Yeah, he
The
lost
next
to
2
Galval
years.
the next cycle.
Yeah.
It's every 2 years.
Whatever happened to Stumpy?
Chiquinho?
Yeah. Just fell off the map, huh?
Let me try to kill like Gary Tonin one time, and I don't remember anything else after that.
Fell off the map.
Tonin fell off too, though.
Yeah. What's with the patchy thing? Do you know? Is it?
Doesn't he have some sort of disease?
Maybe, I guess.
It's the steroids.
No, he has some sort of disease.
It's the steroids.
It's all steroids. Everyone on steroids.
Everybody's on steroids.
Taking that clomiphene.
It's the estrogen.
Yeah.
But so if you get off that shit, what happens?
You grow tits.
You just cycle off.
No.
You cycle off and you get back on a different steroid to boost yourself.
Dude, the rest of your life.
Yeah.
The rest of your life, you got to do that.
Why do you
shit.
think? Why do you think all those old school bodybuilders are fucking dead now?
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Most of them actually have quite a few of them have died recently from heart attacks.
Not Ronnie Coleman.
No, Ronnie Coleman has had
Problems.
significant. I mean, he's in a wheelchair now, like perm in a wheelchair, still lifting weights, but
Yeah, that's probably because he can't fucking bend his legs anymore.
yeah. No, his back. His back is.
I mean, I saw this one video. It's fucking crazy as shit. He's like getting ready to squat, and there's probably like there's probably like 7 plates on each side, which
Yeah.
is like the equivalent of like 900 pounds.
And the belt is so tight, like literally, it's probably just his organ inside of that thing.
And
Dude.
he's like lightweight, and he's like about to do a back squat, but then he puts it in the front and just starts repping it, and then he just like doesn't re-rack it. He just drops it, and then like 4 people need to come over and pick it back up, and like
Literally.
I was like, dude, just if you were just spotting him, that would be your workout because you gotta pick that shit up and put it back on the bar for him.
Dude,
Shut the
ridiculous.
fuck
I'm
up.
Yeah,
serious.
dude, legitimately, like he's a scary motherfucker. You imagine that dude doing jujitsu? He'll fucking kill you.
Probably. His grip alone, like these dudes that are repping like 150-pound dumbbells. I'm like, yo, your grip has to be super strong just to hold that 150 pounds.
Yo, rock climbers are fucking strong shit.
Oh yeah.
The grip,
Yeah.
crazy.
Have you been back there lately?
I went earlier this week
I didn't
on
know.
Monday. I try and go at least once a week. That's how I make it worth it because it's fucking like $80 a month.
It's expensive.
Get that grip game back up.
Yeppa. Yeah.
Get you a rice bucket.
That's one thing, man. I don't think a lot of people are gonna break my grips.
Breaker grips.
Yeah.
Mm. You know who else has got? There's some people that have some strong grips. Alan's cousin. That guy's got some strong grips.
Who?
Brendan, blue belt. Alan's cousin.
That wasn't the name you said at the beginning.
Is that Alan's
Oh,
cousin?
Alan's cousin.
Yeah.
I thought that was a name. I was like,
Aljamain.
who? What?
Oh, that dude, he's aggressive as fuck too.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the few guys that I actually struggle to stand up with.
Who was the long haired dude that was just like, I just get a question here. I mean, remember from like 2-3 weeks ago?
Who's that?
He's got long hair, tall, lanky dude.
Oh yeah. Body by Jake.
And he was like, I mean, you don't have to show it right now, but I just.
Who?
Jake. Also, he's like a.
He's a white belt.
He is a white belt. He's
I don't
Zach's
remember.
friend. Big older dude.
Oh yeah, big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake. Okay.
A man's
I
like
was-
sitting there and he's like,
I was
"All right."
thinking like shoulder length hair. His hair's not that long.
No.
Listen, it's longer than this. It's long hair.
Yeah.
But he's like, Ahmed's like, all right,
Edgar's
this
got
is
like
the
a
time
buzz
to
cut.
ask questions. Like, if you guys, want to see any certain techniques, you got any questions on these? I just had one little question. I mean, you don't have to show it in front of everybody. I just, I wanted to
Literally just asked.
Yo, what the-
Hey, some people are just like that. You know? I think it's fine to ask questions as
Yeah,
long as it's
no,
not.
yeah,
as long as it's not like, how would this work in the street?
I know.
This is not what this is about.
That's a Glenn question. Or like Glenn remark. He's going to work in the street. Meanwhile, he's fucking.
This won't work at Nogi.
Dude, these guys. Meanwhile, he's turtled up for 5 minutes. I'm like, dude, you might go blind.
Who is it? Someone tried to do a calf slicer on me
Dwayne.
in gi. No, dude. I can't remember who it was. Someone tried to do a calf slicer on me in gi,
Mhm.
and like I'm just like looking at him try it, and then I just like start extending his leg in a knee bar, and I was like, "Hey, Eric, get over here." And Eric just comes over, just starts like looking at the situation. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?" It's like this bitch trying to calf slice me.
Was it on Ed?
No, it was like a white belt.
Oh, really?
God, who was
I
it?
bet I'll try some
Yeah.
leg reaps on you.
Yeah, I feel like if people are experienced enough, it's totally fine. I don't really care. But if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, don't even try it.
Don't even try it because
I
you're
don't
gonna
think he
pop
knows
your
what
own
he's
knee.
doing.
You're gonna pop your own knee.
I think we can call it here, right?
Yeah, that's
Yo,
fine.
this one's been almost an hour.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
a long one right there.
Someone's driving my dog out crazy upstairs.
Yeah, they were bargaining like crazy. I feel like you could actually hear it
Probably.
in the cast. All right, guys.
If you can guess the type of dog, no, I'm just
Here, go ahead. Go ahead, Disney. Go
No.
do the closer. Come on.
you close it.
So, guys, thanks so much for joining. It's been wonderful. I want you to get out there, get hungry, and get after it.
That's all right.
Is that right?
It's good luck.
It's
Good luck. My bad.
All right, get out there, get hungry, and good luck, guys.